Wow. Hey everybody, it's KRIS
We were not expecting it just to get into it, apparently.
and welcome to a brand new First Play, where today we're playing Ace Attorney Trilogy for the 3DS. I've heard things, or many things actually, about this series. It's pretty well liked in the community. Heck, Phoenix Wright, the main character series, even like has some representation. Does he have like representation in Smash or something?
Not in Smash, but in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay,
Marvel vs. Capcom 3, he is actually a playable character and is not high tier, but he is still well loved because of the character.
Okay, right. But I've always wanted to try out his games. You know, they seem very interesting. They seem kind of fun. So it's like we'll start off with the, I guess technically the originals, kind of put into like one re-released pack or whatever.
Yeah.
So. I don't know, either way, I'm here with Chris. He's gonna be joining me for this First Play.
Yo, it's that guy who says he has a YouTube channel, but really doesn't.
Okay, let's do it. All Rise. Oh man, that's kind of cool.
All Rise.
Oh, we can play in Japanese, that's crazy.
Yep, so it has all of the 3 original Ace Attorney games, which is the first game...
I see.
Well, we're just playing around with the options menu. The original Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, as well as the DS exclusive 5th episode is included in this, as well as the second game, Trials and Tribulations, and the third game, Justice for all in the Trilogy collection, which is not just on 3DS, you could also find it on Steam, Switch, and I believe the other 2 major consoles. I could be wrong on that.
Mm-hmm. I know there's like, I think 2 other Ace Attorney games on 3DS?
Yes, there is Dual Destinies, and I forget what the 5th one is called.
Yeah.
And then there is another one, which is the Phoenix Wright plus Layton collection.
Yes, I've heard about that.
Game, which has kind of elements from both games inside. It's very good. I haven't played it because it is uber expensive to buy it.
I mean, could you get it digitally?
You can get it digitally, but when is the 3DS store getting shut down?
March. Like late March.
Okay, yeah, so hopefully this is released before late March, so you can grab it. So you can just grab the games. As far as I know, Dual Destinies and the 5th game I'm forgetting the name about is only available on 3DS right now. So go grab those if you can. If you don't, remember, it is legally okay. It is morally ethical to pirate Nintendo games.
Exactly. Alright, without further ado, let's get into a new game. The First Turnabout. Ooh, intriguing.
Yep. So this game has a lot of reading in it, so
and blood.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, as it should. Oh no, so what? Oh, they get bashed in the head. Oh, she's dead.
Yeah. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
Kind of like how the cutscenes just kind of go by themselves instead of having to press the button.
Yeah.
August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous.
Right.
Oh, hi, Chief.
Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out oh, that's you.
Oh, I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life, everything, it's all over!
Damn, who's shouting like that?
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death! Despair! Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah.
Nick!
Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
What? What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her, man. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me, man. Who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Why was that highlighted? That must be important, right?
Yep.
Okay. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's a story. This is a story all about
how my friend's life got turned upside down.
My first case is a very simple one. Death. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school.
How are you friends with a guy named Butts? I'm sorry.
Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts.
How are you friends with this man?
In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true.
How have you been friends with this man?
He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
Oh my god.
But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart.
Wait, how did he get you this job then? I have to ask this.
That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Well, damn.
August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2.
Oh, there's a little chatter, that's cool.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. And shaking, eyesight fading.
Why? We have a bar exam for a reason, dude. I don't know if you've heard of it. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Alright, he is Larry Butts.
He is okay.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you, and you will be fine. Next question. The murder trial. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix! You're absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name.
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name isn't listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button and check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Just do it for me. Please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Alright, let's check out the court record. Is the attorney's badge Cindy's autopsy report. Oh, okay, so there's Block and Stone.
Cinder versus Cindy, dude.
Wait, what?
Cinder Block versus Cindy Stone, my guy.
I saw the Sind, and I was like, oh, that's the same.
My man. My man was about to answer cinder block.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Man, this is the easiest bar exam I've ever seen.
Thank you, Odin.
Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Hit with a blunt... I know this one.
She was poisoned, dude. What do you mean?
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Jesus, how heavy was that fucking set? Correct. You've answered all of my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
I mean, you're in a fucking murder trial. Well, then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. He's becoming more and more Russian. Would you explain to the court what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of a thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. Okay, had weapons submitted as evidence. Okay.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Thank you. You are repeating yourself now. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get the chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
I mean, he was literally crying that he was gonna die earlier. Oh my god, his fucking face.
The Joy Wheeler?
He's gonna get the death sentence, isn't he? Okay. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
Oh god. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we call by dump. In fact, she was completely abandoned you and was seeing another man. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day she died.
Okay.
Passport added to record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes. Older men who have given her money and gifts. By the way, this game, viewer discretion is advised, as all themes are a thing.
Oh, yeah. If you couldn't tell by the chief already, then there's more stuff coming.
Oh, God, Or the fact that a woman got her head caved in. That's,
that's something.
Yeah. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of a woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, it's called a leading question. Please, for the love of God, object.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering?
That's up to you, mate. You're the defense attorney in this case, so.
So what did he ask?
What do you think of her now?
Stop him. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean by irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You're on the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Oh, he wins.
That was the dumbest question.
What do I do?
Have him answer honestly, stop him from answering.
I'm gonna have him answer honestly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know. I'll send him a signal.
Caw-caw!
Tell the truth.
Yeah, I was there. How the fuck did that work? Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. Like, I didn't see her.
Oh.
No. I'm not going that high. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? In my courtroom? I'll put you to death this instant. Mjolnir. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers on the victim's building. What? Please bring Mr. Frank saw it? Oh my god. Frank saw it.
Oh.
Fucking. Let's continue the game. I'm not into that. Go. I just caught it.
Oh, this son of a gun.
Mr. I fuck it. You sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
You saw voice him. Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Saw-It, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Witness testimony.
Okay. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the victim's phone working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw-It saw was one of those. Your Honor, I have the record of the blackout for your perusal.
Okay, type documents.
Document. Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Okay. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Yeah. Yeah, criminals do that. Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Touch the court record. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, contradictions. This is what we gotta find.
Alright, so it is now a logical puzzle. I think you may have skipped over one piece of text. Yes, the one piece. I think you skipped over the one piece. So, okay.
I was going door to door signing subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Okay, wait. I was going door to door signing subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
Yep.
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. Okay, that's
Yep.
yeah, that's important. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment.
Yep.
Okay. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead.
Okay.
I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside.
Yep.
I thought to call the police immediately.
Yep.
However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Yep.
I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m.
Okay.
Okay.
So, that's all of it. There must be some contradiction in there somehow. Examine the court record if something strikes you as being suspicious. Then, find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court.
Okay.
So, there's two ways about this. If you can ask me, because I actually kind of remember what
does
this is.
Y do?
So, Y is press. So, you actually question what he said and you kind of like pressure it.
Okay.
So, there is one statement here I would press.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you which one, but it is a pretty clear contradiction. And it is not him being a newspaper salesman.
Yeah, okay, I bet. The stranger looked inside the apartment. I feel like it's the phone not working.
Okay.
I'm not sure now.
When in doubt, check evidence.
Yeah.
You can do present, and then it will show you the evidence, and you can cancel out of it if you find something you don't like.
Attorney's badge is the autopsy report. Let's see. Time of death, 4 to 5 p.m. Oh.
So that's something you can use.
Okay, that's important.
Check the other ones, just in case.
Statue, okay, it's rather heavy. Arrives on from Paris 7:30, day before the murder.
June 30th, yep. And then there is the piece of paper as well. You can check
the Blackhead report was from noon to 6 p.m. on a day of the crime. So that was it finished before she was murdered, or after she was murdered.
Yes.
Okay.
But there is, again, that's a clear contradiction. You can point out that 1 p.m.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
That 1 p.m. is a clear contradiction. Yes, you can go ahead and use that.
So press him on that.
You can press. Don't press. You can present the evidence to prove that the time it doesn't lead to the time of death.
Okay. Yeah.
So present. And then it would be in the autopsy report. Yep.
Okay, and present.
You can actually scream objection.
Objection! Objection! Let's go. I love that. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find it hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m.
I will. Right, this is not time for a comedy routine. You're defending your brother.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe.
This was like, oh, I remember the exact time.
Yeah, it's
Easy.
exactly 1 p.m. Mr. Saw It. Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, right? We put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. So this entire game is like more of like a logic puzzle. So trying to figure out like what are the lies, what are the contradictions, how can you expose them?
What is he gonna say now? Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again? Also, in this world, there is no jury. The judge literally sentences the man to death if you can.
Alright, time of discovery, here we go. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. That's
one hell of a... I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I'm sorry, if that's the testimony we're accepting, legit the one thing I would say is, dude, if the TV program said 1994, would you have thought this was 1994, you dumb fuck? You know what to do.
I've got this one. Okay, here we go.
Do you?
Time of discovery. Let's see how this goes. See, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. It was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the blackout.
There you go. You found it. You need to do it on a specific piece of text that actually contradicts the statement.
Yeah. Okay, blackout report. Let's see, which one is it? That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. I must have been watching a video of a taped program. Present. We're gonna go for blackout record. I'm gonna go hit me with that. Objection!
That didn't work.
It didn't work! Objection!
I love it. You love to see it.
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Oh my god, my man's toupee.
God.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Saw It?
No, I found it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Saw It, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught.
Yeah, that's kind of a dead giveaway.
Yeah, the man's sweating like a fucking pig. Like, this is not.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Okay. Very well, Mr. Saw It. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. The truth. I can sentence you for death at any moment. Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
Oh?
And there's a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. Okay. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit. What an idiot. That must have been what I saw.
Yeah, this is why this is the first court case, because it's very easy to figure out like what the what the inconsistencies in the argument are. You saw a clock. Guess that would have explained it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Alright, here we go. Cross-exam once again.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. We already know.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. I saw it. There was a table clock. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Okay, we're gonna present that. and we're gonna use the statue as the murder weapon. Now let's see if this works properly. Objection!
There you go. Shit.
Why did you...
It just happens every, like, other times. Do it again.
Objection! What? You want to try that?
Objection.
Wow, they don't want you to put the feeling into it.
No, they just want you to be cold-blooded.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
A lawyer in a court of law.
Just answer the question, Mr. Sod. Hey, I saw it there, okay? There, it's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I have submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was... No, it the fuck wasn't. Hold on. He said that he saw the time. He didn't see the time because the motherfucker didn't... It doesn't read. It says it out loud.
Exactly. Do you have a problem with testimony? Of course. Why wouldn't I?
You are the worst judge I have ever seen in my life. Christ.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was the clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock, but because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Oh. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sod, the sound must have left quite an impression on you.
This soundtrack is getting me hype.
I know. Is there an anime of this game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is.
Better be. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Oh, what do you got now?
What is the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, what? Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and should burn! Give him death!
Seems like a very calm and collected man.
Mm-hmm.
Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright.
Your Honor.
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sod heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbor, try sounding the clock. Probably not the neighbors.
Yeah, just ask the neighbors. Let's see if they've heard the clock.
Examine the clock's batteries. No.
Okay.
I think it's just straight up sounding the clock.
Try it. You have 5 explanations.
Yeah.
So those exclamation marks are the basic kind of like your hit points. If you lose all of them, the case is moot, you're done.
Good to know. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep.
I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sod, try to talk your way out of this one.
I don't think he can. I think he's just too infueled with rage.
Ha! 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 You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Oh, don't fall.
The 3DS is about to fall off his lap. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indicate the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I take extreme offense to that.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you.
Well, Larry Butts is gonna die. Alright, we did good. Shake hands,
Yeah,
everybody.
of course. Indeed. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sott.
Oh, shoot.
The actual lawyer in the room.
Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think!
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Time travelers can. Let's get into the DeLorean. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of the reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Okay, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you can say the clock was running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock is running slow.
Okay, the attorney's badge.
Yeah, exactly. My attorney's badge, General.
Why the clock was running slow.
So, when in doubt, check the evidence.
Yes. So obviously the autopsy report just tells time of death, cause of death, loss of blood, okay.
Yep.
The statue, it's rather heavy. Okay.
We now know it's a clock, which I'm surprised it wasn't updated, but
Yeah.
whatever.
The passport, okay, that's the day before the murder.
Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the murder. Those are your 5 pieces of evidence, including your attorney's badge. Which one will you present to the court?
I don't believe that. Okay. I mean, this would be perfect if it wasn't a battery run clock, because you can tell it's battery. That's what makes it tough.
And go back and see what you can find. Think it through. As your chief told you, the actual lawyer in the room has told you. Think it through.
The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30. Day before the murder. Statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. 3 hours slow. Why was it 3 hours slow, Daniel? I don't know. Time of death, 7:31, 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of...
Okay. So, let's review... Okay, you're stuck, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's review the facts. I wish we had, like, the inquiry music to play over this instead of this intense music. So, let's look at that, go all the way back from the beginning.
Uh-huh.
What was the victim... Okay, let's go even further back. What was the victim?
The victim... What do you mean, what was the victim?
What was, who was the victim's name? Let's start there.
It was, Cindy something.
Cindy Stone.
Cindy Stone.
Yes, Cindy Stone. What was her occupation?
Model.
Yes. Okay, so she was a model. She was frequently traveling, likely, as a model. Like, you go to photo shoots, you go to wherever you are. If you're a runway model, you might even travel to different places to actually walk that runway.
Uh-huh.
Now, that clock is battery powered, so it's portable. She can take it with her.
Right. Maybe she took it with her on the flight?
To Paris,
Uh-huh.
which has a different time zone than where we have now, which could indicate 3 hour slowness.
So the passport's probably then the best,
It could be. Again, she did tell you to think outside the box. Again, I could be completely off, but that is the way of that is the outside of the box thinking on it.
Zana's there. Time of death, costume. Doubt it's the actual statue itself.
Yep.
Honestly, I think it's a passport.
Try it.
I think so. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours.
As we all know, as we are all experts in time, in time zones.
When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Mia, slap him. Reach over and slap his ass over the fucking table. Oh
Well,
my
damn.
God, the cyanide pill finally kicked in.
Okay then. He just gave himself the death penalty.
Order, I say. Check the body. Make sure no one has been implicated in the murder. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Yay, confetti!
Yay, yay!
For every court case.
And with that, the court is adjourned.
He's guilty. Yay, confetti! Whoa!
Ooh, he murdered a woman! Yay!
It turns out that Frank Saw was a common burglar. He posted a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, and Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Look at that animation.
Damn. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Phew, I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over!
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed.
But my Cindy Whitney's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was, nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat, man. Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. The murder weapon. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made the clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that just make you want to cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something you want to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Attorney's badge, the autopsy report.
Yeah, here's how she died.
Statue. What? Yeah, what is she talking about?
Go back to the conversation. Go back through the conversation one more time. I mean, in your head, you can't go back.
Oh, okay. Something about, and she liked you. Oh, she thought a lot about you. Played him for a fool, but she said, no, she didn't. No, I'm not sympathizing with you.
Go back further.
Oh, I don't remember that much further.
Okay, so they were talking about, Butts was talking about, oh, thank God, my life is over, I'm gonna die.
The two statues?
Yeah, they had two statues, and who made them?
He did.
Yep.
Yeah.
He made it.
Wait, so he gave him the murder weapon?
Technically, it's supposed to cheer him up because he made it for her and she kept it.
Okay.
Even after she stopped, even after she started trying to ghost him.
That is the one that makes the most amount of sense out of all of them too. So
yeah, I mean, you could just show her how she died.
Take that. Take that. Yo, why is this game? There. Just press the button.
Check this out,
Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she just probably needed a clock, that's all. You think so? Oh,
you think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Sure it did.
Yes.
Sure it did. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. He's a lawyer. I hope he understood it before he got into that courtroom. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are innocent or guilty. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to the innocent buds.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him?
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends."
Oh, indeed, yes.
But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
Dun dun dun.
If I promised to tell the chief about me and Larry, would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Uh-oh.
The end.
Game's over.
Yep.
Good job, guys.
Congratulations. You did a really good job on that. And a new episode has been added, Turnabout Sisters.
Wow, wow, wow. That's crazy.
So that was a long one.
Yeah.
You might want to save, and you might also want to close it because it's spoiler. Oh, never mind. You can actually back out.
Okay, let's do that then.
All right.
That was interesting.
Yeah, a lot more text heavy than I thought it was. I thought there was a little bit more to the game. If you've played Phoenix Wright, you would have already, you know the part I'm talking about. I thought we were gonna get more of that here, but it was mostly the trial stuff. So what did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty fun, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of the games I've had to like think the most. I mean, there's a lot of games I play that have like a lot of like challenging puzzles, and you really got to think those through.
Yeah.
But this is a game literally all about thinking. Literally, you have to be think like a lawyer.
Yeah.
As you're playing the game.
Well, technically, okay. Yes and no, because the difference is you're thinking more as like a Japanese lawyer.
Oh, okay.
So it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help you pass the fucking bar or anything here. But it is gonna. It is a good game to like test your logic out. Like see if you're as smart as Phoenix Wright, Mia Fey, any of the other lawyers we'll see here. This is the first game where Miles Edgeworth shows up. This is the first game where Miles Edgeworth shows up. So you could battle wits with him even. So yeah, definitely. A good game to buy, and definitely a good game to check out if you want to also try Dual Destinies and the other fifth game I'm forgetting about.
Yeah, it's also on Switch, this game, right?
Yep, it is on Switch for $30, and it is well worth it in my eyes. The only thing that's different between this and the original, because this is all a remake, is that the character models, the textures have all been smoothened out compared to the pixelated DS model, which... Granted, I actually like the DS a bit more, the pixels a bit more on the DS compared to what it looks like here, but other than that, that is a very minor nitpick for what is a fantastic game and fantastic game franchise.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we didn't get to do much talking and thoughts about the game because so much dialogue was happening, but definitely, I think worth a playthrough, worth a try. I can honestly wholeheartedly recommend this.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly recommend this. Blah.
Definitely. But I guess with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this first play of, I guess, Ace Attorney Trilogy.
Yeah, you could call it that. Yeah, you could call it that.
Yeah, I guess, maybe expect more Phoenix Wright's first plays in the future. I mean, I still have like 2 other games to try out on the 3DS. I bet there might be more than that, right? On just like other stuff. I mean,
so Phoenix Wright as a franchise, you can try. So there's the 3 games here. There's the other game there's the Dual Destinies. There's the 5th game I'm forgetting about, Phoenix Wright and Layton, Professor Layton. There's also Apollo Justice, which is a spin-off of Phoenix Wright. And then there is Miles Edgeworth, Investigations, which is Another
I think
spin-off.
Apollo Justice is on here.
Yes, Apollo Justice is on 3DS, and it is the easiest way to play Apollo Justice as far as I know now. It is the easiest way to get it unless you want to buy it for the original DS, because I don't think it's on Switch, and I don't think there's much demand to put it on Switch.
Right.
So, again, another reason to, if this comes out before the March 31st deadline, pick up the games for the 3DS. It's well worth the investment.
Definitely.
Trust me.
But yeah, so I guess just gotta like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, the second channel, the music channel, and the VOD channel are of course down below in the description. Do they want to check you out on any stuff? Do you have anything?
I have deleted basically all my Instagrams and Twitters up to this point. I might have something by the time this comes out, because this is recorded like a while out. It is recorded a while out. If I do, it will be in the description of the video. Feel free to check me out. I don't know, if you like my voice acting skills, you might see me with more stuff. I don't know.
Exactly. And let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about this game. If it's something that, you know, is something that you enjoy, that you would play yourself or you would see other people play, you know, let me know your opinions. And with all that being said, I'll see everyone next time. Pop-Tart out.
Bye-bye.